Hey everyone, this is your girl Rochelle. I'm about to talk to you and fold some laundry. If that's alright with you guys, please hit the subscribe, like, and share. Please share, and also hit the notification bell. Thank you so much. So, I really didn't have anything planned today, but I just got into an argument with my youngest twin. And the problem is, you know, these kids these days are spoiled. And they feel that everything is theirs. They break your stuff, lose their stuff. Next thing you know, yours missing. And they feel like it should be okay. And it's not okay. Because to me, that's stealing. And I never liked the thief. Never liked the liar. Never liked the thief. So, it was a big blowout. And I hate when they last so long because I get so frustrated. I take everything. So, what did I take? Let's see. What did I take? Well, I took one of my twins' iPhone and his iPad. I took the other ones. What is this? Samsung S10 Plus and his iPad. Do I like doing this to my kids? No. But, you know, to knock them upside their head will get you jail time. So, this is the best thing to do because punishment doesn't work. And I just feel so alone in this journey because I literally have no help. You know, it's not like the dad will step in and tell them, oh, don't disrespect your mom. Oh, listen to your mom. If they do something wrong and they arguing with him, I'll say, just go and get their iPad. And he's afraid to do that. He's afraid of his children. He's afraid that they won't love him or like him anymore. And you can't be that way as a parent. You have to still do your job. Because if not, them officers out there is not playing. They will shoot and kill your child. And I have 3 boys and 1 girl. And my daughter is going on 29. And I probably got that reverse. I don't know how old they are really. Let me see. My son will be 29 this year. And my daughter will be 26 this year. Yes. And my youngest are twins and they're 16. Oh, I had a hard upbringing. And I had a hard life with my oldest twins. And one day, I'm going to tell that story. But, you know, my daughter said, Mom, be careful what you say. It'll come back and bite you in your butt. So, don't think YouTube is forgiving because it's not. So, like I said, I'm new to YouTube. And so, I don't want to be caught up in any drama or anything that I see going on in these streets. Is so sad. And so that's why I reached out to Rita and I told her I know what she's going through because I've been there. I really have. Not to the full extent that she's at right now, but I've been there. And when I tell you I went through something serious growing up and with my children, I mean I went through something serious. But I had to keep on fighting. I had to keep on fighting. And my fight was different than Rita's, because only way I know how is to continue on life. I went and got my associate's degree. I got a good job, and you know, I was doing really good for a while. And then an old friend came back into my life, and it's been hell ever since I had my babies. You know, my twins. I got really sick. I couldn't work anymore. So I had to leave my job, and my body hasn't been right for a long time. So I went back to school, and it really saved my life. It really did. But what happened? The drama in this house, you know, caused me so much stress. You know, my body caused me a lot of pain, aching, bone snapping, you know, all kinds of stuff happening. They just told me I have, one doctor said lupus, another doctor said I have lupus anticoagulant, I believe that's how you pronounce it. And he said that he wants me back at the rheumatologist because I have rheumatoid arthritis, fibromyalgia, and Sjogren's syndrome. And they're all in the same family. They pretty much all do the same thing to your body. But with the Sjogren's, it affects my eyes really bad. Like, I just went to the emergency room 2 days ago, I believe, because I couldn't see. And I can't really see now. So everything is sort of kind of blurry. And I hope I did good on my eyebrows. I don't know. But anyway, he said I have vision disturbance and it should clear up, you know, but he want me to see a ophthalmologist, so I'm waiting to do that. But anyway, like I said, I'll go into myself maybe another time, because people always look at you and say, oh, you look well, you don't look sick. Oh, my lips are so chapped. Excuse me. I said, oh, I'm not going to be one of those people that put on makeup and stuff in the mirror. I mean, in the camera. Hell, y'all see me how you see me. I'll either have on makeup or I won't. But I really do need to put chapstick on. But anyway, children are so disrespectful these days. They feel like they could say anything, do anything, and because of how society is today, you know, parents are limited in what they can do. So when you take stuff from your children, the first thing they do is, oh, I hate you. I wish you die. I want to die. I'm going to run away. And I just say, and it's a wrong thing, but I say, go ahead. And, you know, I realize it's wrong because so many children go ahead and commit suicide, and then the parents regret it. But out of frustration, you feel limited in what you can say. You know, they hurt you, and you, no matter your child or not, you know, you want to hurt them back. So hopefully they'll say, you know what, let me change my ways because my mom ain't playing. But no, when you're not a teen and they know dad is here, because he's mostly here, and so when he's at work, they just wait for him to come, and all three of them double team me and make me feel some type of way. And in my house, I'm a stranger. They love for me to be sick and hospitalized. And to tell you the truth, I think they planning my death sometimes. So, and I know y'all like, oh, why you saying that? But it's true. These kids these days, at least mine, they are a mess. But anyway, Rita's situation, I really, really feel bad for her daughter, because it's hard growing up dealing with sexual abuse and sexual assault, you know, and you can't blame her and accuse her, you know, and shame her because she has psychological issues and a hard time in school. Learning is hard for her. You don't know how she would have been if she didn't have to go through what she went through. And then she sees her mother struggle with a man who's not her dad, with a man who she says never treated her right, and allowed his family members to abuse her. And as long as he been in Rita's life, he should have been more of a loving stepfather to her children, you know, and a loving father to his own. He should treat them all the same. And I'm telling you, I love my brothers. One passed away of sickle cell disease, and I love my brothers, the ones that are living. But if anyone ever abused my child, there will be consequences, you know. I'm not saying I murder somebody, because I do have a handgun. But I'm just saying, you know, there's legal actions that you can take, and you stay and you fight until justice is done, you know. Don't let them off on some easy sentence with a smack on the hand. And that's what Bill should have done. He should have made sure that his brother, nephew, and friend got what they deserve, because he supposedly loved that child, Lele, Labria, as his own. And because he didn't, he chose his family over a young girl. If I'm not mistaken, they said it started at the age of 4. So that goes to show you, he have no love for those children, you know. And I believe that Rita has been with him so long, same like me. Yes, I'm gonna throw me in there. I'm comparing us, you know, showing why I can relate to her. You know, she's been with him so long, known him so long. He knows everything about her. She knows everything about him, for the most part. And you don't want to start over. You feel like, I can fix this. I can fix this. So I heard coming on YouTube, getting monetized, now getting a nice piece of change, you know, every month. She's doing what she has to do for her family. Whether it humiliates them, make her look bad, you know, her goal is to feed her children the best way she knows how, you know. And I don't fault her for that, but I do feel some things, my family always say, oh, you talk too much, and you shouldn't say this on camera, you shouldn't say that on camera. But some things should be private. Some things should be taken care of, you know, in the privacy of your home, with your therapist, with your parents, whoever, you know. Just some situations, just not for the camera. but I really do feel for her. And Rita's going through a hard time growing up. Had a hard time growing up, rather. And it affects the way she mothers her children. It affects the way she loves them, love her husband, and love and treat herself. Because if you're not shown love, you don't know how to love. And I believe that's what Rita's going through. She really don't know how to love. And I guess I don't know how to love. You see, I haven't had a lot of experiences like most, you know, young women. And I choose to stay linked to whoever I'm with at the time. So, you know, I did have three dads. You know, I had twins with one, and the other two, they don't have the same daddy. And I'm not ashamed, and no one can shame me, because I know who I am in that regard. I know I haven't been with a lot of people, and thank God I don't have any ailments from being out there, you know. So, and that always scared me. So that's why I said no. When I grew up, it was AIDS, and everybody was getting it, and I was losing family and friends to it. And so I was frightened to be out there, to tell you the truth. But like I said, I know what she's been through. Her mom is alive, and still it was hard for her, because the things she said allegedly about, you know, her mom doing drugs, having her shoot dope in her, and just all types of horrible, horrible, horrible things. And you see, she was raised by someone else. Yes, I'm folding my bloomers. Herself, mostly her grandmother. And I can imagine how that made her feel, to feel abandoned by her own mother, who wouldn't get well so that she can take care of her. So she didn't feel love. And that's why I said she doesn't know how to love. And it's sad. And I'm praying for them, you know. But it's really, really hard. It's really hard. And if she doesn't straighten up real soon and get the help she needs real soon, she's going to lose what she's trying so hard to keep. She's going to lose her children. And when that pain hits so hard and she changes, Bill isn't going to be there. He's going to be gone. I don't know him too well, but as far as what I'm hearing, allegedly, he's not that supportive. He's wanting, never supplying. And you don't want a man like that. Trust me, I know. And it's gonna be really, really hard. You're gonna be by yourself. You're not gonna have your children. You have to do something now. Save them. Save yourself. Save your family. And sometimes that means moving on from what you think, you know, should be. If your husband doesn't want therapy, if your husband don't want to fix the broken marriage, then it's time to move on. Same goes for me too. It's time to move on. Whew. Yeah, but like I said, I know, well, I feel that I'm loved, but it's more than just telling me you love me. You have to be a provider. You have to be a father. You have to be a husband. You have to be a lot of things. And I'm not perfect. I'm not an easy person to love because, you know, after some time, you know, life started to get better for me. And so when I went to school, I learned a lot, and, you know, like I said, got a good job and was doing well, taking care of myself. So there were standards that I thought I had, and ooh, you get these what you call them, wolves in sheep's clothing, and you think you're so smart and you can't be tricked, you know. But I was like bamboozled and then locked in, and you feel like you can't do anything. But Rita, we could do this together, girl. We could do it together. I'll be there with you. You support me, I support you. We get the help we need. We persevere, like my grandson say, perseverance, perseverance, you know. And so, by the way, my grandchildren are very, very smart. I'm telling you, I think they're geniuses, to tell you the truth. I know people always think highly of their kids, but oof, they're some smart children. And I'm so proud of my son and his wife. I'm so proud of them. Let me tell you, I never seen a young person or even an older person co-parent the way they co-parent. I'm so proud of them. All that my son has gone through because of my mistake, he learned from it. He moved on. I pushed so hard. Oof, I pushed so hard and got my oldest out of school. You know, they graduated. And, you know, they did really, really well. My kids are very, very smart. I'm very hard when it comes to education. And that's another reason why my children chooses their father. You know, show him more love and affection, because he don't care. Fail, he'd be like, just do better. You fail, I'm taking your stuff away. Back then, I would get my belt and whip that behind. It was consequences. Oh, you would be on punishment, can't ride your bike, won't get allowance, won't get new shoes. You know, well, name brand, well, they got name brand shoes, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm, you know, not being conceited or bragging or anything, but that was just something my aunt raised me, and that's just something she always did. You know, she didn't believe in off-brand shoes, so I never did that either for my children. Aside, like if they're going swimming or something like that, you buy them cheap water shoes and stuff like that. But even those wasn't so cheap. But anyway, you know, I'm very hard when it comes to discipline. And my skin is so tough, you know. I can tolerate them saying, oh, I hate you. Oh, I don't want to be here anymore. You know, you're not a good mom. Yes, these are things that I've heard, you know, from my children. And he'll say, my husband will say, oh, just give them back their stuff. Oh, you're too hard on him. Oh, I'll talk to him. I'll make him do this. I'll make him do that. Oh, he didn't mean to take this. Oh, they didn't mean to take that. And I don't see it that way. It's easy to con him, you know. He's just a stand still type of man. He don't care about nothing. But that second, that very second, when he have to make a split decision, I don't even know what to tell you, because I don't want to, you know, hurt him. Oh, man, I don't want to hurt him, but I understand where Rita's coming from. You have to remove yourself from that situation. That's the only way you're going to win. Go back to school, you know. I'm back in school now. I'm working on my bachelor's in health and wellness. I have a year to go. I have 10 more classes to take. Right now, I'm on break because I was in the hospital with a pulmonary embolism and pneumonia. I'm just getting my voice back. I hear it cracking here and there, but for the most part, it's good. You know, I still cough here and there, but I'm trying my best to control it, you know. So, yeah, and while I was in the hospital with pneumonia, with a pulmonary embolism, I had class and I was afraid to fail. And I called my husband and I said, please bring me my Chromebook. It's not even a laptop. I said, please bring my Chromebook so that I can finish doing my work. I'm too far in the class and I don't want to fail, you know, because if you fail, you have to pay to take the class again. Financial aid won't pay, and I need financial aid and my student loans to help me through this. So I push myself hard, and if I feel like, I can't do this right now, I finish that class if I can and take a break so I don't go back into July 3rd. So I'm trying to get my little piece of house together so that I can do that without so many interruptions and worry. Even though I'm going through something, right now, but with the grace of God and perseverance, like my grandson would say, I'll get through it. And I have to do it really soon because my older children, I love them to death and they have it together for the most part, but you know, they need me. My daughter needs me right now, and I'm just waiting for her to call me so that I can go out to see her, because we all live in different cities, and they're not so close, but they're not entirely too far. So I'm waiting for her to get back in contact with me. She left me a message. I left her one playing phone tag. So I'm waiting for her to call me so I can shoot out there to where she's at. But life is hard. Life is hard. And people will say, oh, you signed up for this. Don't be a parent if you didn't want the job or felt like you couldn't do it. That's not the way to go. That's not the way to go. If you can't offer helpful advice, you shouldn't offer advice at all, because it could be detrimental to the child, to the mom. Not everyone is strong as some of you may be, because some of you are really strong. I see it when I watch, and you guys can tolerate a lot of bull, can tolerate people talking about you and talking about your children and all this kind of stuff. What y'all say, doxing each other, talking about each other's body parts, all kinds of stuff. Just like I said at my house, you know, you say stuff because you want that person. You want that person to feel the pain that you're feeling, you know. And so if they say A, you say B. And the process goes on, you know, until someone cries, someone walk away. You know, it's not a good thing. It's really toxic. So I try to walk away. My thing is, just give me your stuff. Go bring me your phone and your iPad, or bring me your computer, or whatever it is that they have at that moment that they're enjoying. I just take it away, and it breaks my heart, but you have to do what you have to do as a parent, because I'm hard now, but I bet you they'll work their butt off to get out, to move out on their own, you know, finish school. My oldest twin actually have a job. I'm really proud of him, but he doesn't really know that. You know, I try to tell him, but I don't think he sees it. But I'm extremely proud of him. He said, Mom, I'm going to get me a job this summer. You know, I'm going to buy my own school clothes. I'm going to buy my own shoes. And this way, you'll save money and you don't have to struggle as much. And I was so proud of him. I'm still so proud of him. You know, they just went to camp and they just came back. And I thought that everything would be peaches and cream. You know, they went away, had a good time. They're only 16, so yes, I sent them to camp with the grace of God. You know, it's covered for us. And they go to a wonderful camp in Atlanta for a week. I think it's called Camp Hope. It's an awesome camping program. And, you know, I thought when they came back, things would be great, because I always say, when you leave clean. Make sure your clothes are clean. Make sure your room is clean. You know, so when you come back, you can relax, you know, and prepare yourself. School is coming soon. And so I went on what my husband said and what they said. Oh, my room is clean. We ready. You know, I was sick. You know, I just got out the hospital, so I couldn't get up and check here and check there, and they knew that. And so one son wasn't honest with me. My other son, you know, his room was, I would say, awesome. I'm really proud of him. You know, I like things a certain way. Trust me, my room's a mess right now, but I like things a certain way. And he did a great job. But my other son, no, he lied to me. The room was a wreck, trash everywhere. You know, beds not made, clothes thrown all around, shoes everywhere. And that really hurt my heart, because he know that's not how I raised him, and that's not what I would want to see. So when he got back, and his father, oh yeah, he did his chores, the room clean, you know, because I'm like, if it ain't right, you can't go to camp. And so he was like, oh, everything's done right, you know, he did what he's supposed to. I checked the room and it was clean. So I said, let me go and check the room. You know, they're back from camp, and so I'm happy. You know, I want to do things with them. I miss them so much. I love them so much. And I said, let me go check the room. And like I said, it looked so bad, so bad. And the only thing I could do is cry and take his stuff from him. I took his stuff too. And he goes and he cleans it 1, 2, 3. Just do I call it straighten up. And you run the vacuum, but you don't really vacuum much. And so once again, my husband, all the room is clean. And I said, you know what? Make a video real quick and show me. He didn't want to, oh, I'm telling you, it's really clean. You could trust me. And I'm like, okay, they 16. I should try and, you know, give him the benefit of the doubt. And I go in there. It's better, a lot better. But I could tell where things just weren't moved. You know, I could see stuff between the bed that was there when I first told you to clean your room. And I told you where's that, you know. I said you got stuff behind the bookshelf. See, I'm that type of parent. If I tell you to clean, I'm going to look under your bed, behind your dresser, behind your bookcase, whatever it is. I'm going to look in your closet. Like I said, I like things a certain way because I could be messy. I could be messy, you know, but I don't like nowhere else messy. I want my bathrooms clean, my kitchen clean, my living room, my dining room, you know. I want those things clean, but I try on clothes because, you know, I lost weight, but I'm still heavy and I keep gaining and losing, So I be trying on clothes and I throw them over my chair, and, you know, I'll leave it there for a couple of days until I'm like, okay, I want to clean my room. And then I go through it and, you know, the process starts over again. But being a parent is really, really hard. People will shame you and make you feel so bad about the things that you've been through in your life, you know, that cause you to maybe not be the best parent, you know, at the time, but they don't see where you going or trying to go, and they won't help you get there. They'll just criticize you, use you, you know, say they helping you, but the help isn't really there. It's just like a band-aid over a band-aid over a big sore. You know, put a band-aid there. And band-aids don't last long because, you know, maybe blood will seep through, pus. I know that's gross, but you get what I'm saying. It's just a temporary fix for that moment. But then the moisture, you know, in the from the band-aid, it doesn't help really heal the sore or wound when you remove the band-aid, because it's old, it's dirty. And sometimes it looked worse than it did, you know, before you even put the band-aid on. And that's how life can be. You know, sometimes people try to reach out and help you, and they have their own, you know, motives for doing it, and then they slap a little band-aid on it, throw a little cash your way, throw a little this that way, clothes, food, just enough to say, oh, I tried, you know. But sometimes you need more than that. You need to sit down with them, talk to them, try to get therapy. If they need medical care immediately, maybe you have to, you know, admit them to the hospital to get help. You know, maybe it's a violent situation in the house and so that they need to go, you know, to a shelter for battered women with their children. You know, keeping them in a toxic environment isn't gonna help. It's just gonna get worse. It's really gonna get worse. Like I said, you know, I've been there and I know what she's going through, but it's up to you to leave. It's up to you. I mean, look at me. I have a scar. I think I told you in one video. You know, my tooth is damaged, and it hurt my self-esteem for a minute. You know, it took me one day to say, you know what, you're still beautiful. You can still go on. You know, and that's what I did. But now I need to tell myself that again and move on. So, Rita, we're not friends, we're not associates, but we could do this together. We can. You know, you check on me, I check on you. We help each other, motivate each other. You know, whatever it takes, we could get through this together. Well, I'm gonna end this video. My clothes or fold it or fold whatever, and gonna put them up and finish on with my day. And thank you so much for listening. Yeah, my rant, I know I was all over the place, but I really needed to get that off my chest, and I appreciate that, you know, having a small audience, because I don't have that many subscribers, but having a small audience to listen, and maybe you guys could give me advice, you know. So leave me some comments, tell me how you liked the video, tell me if you didn't like the video, subscribe and like, hit the notification bell so you'll know when I'm making another video. And peace, love, and light. This is Rochelle, and